What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Chanel Stevens. I'm back again with another video, and in this video I'm basically going to be going over the mistakes I see beginners make, why most beginners actually fail at CPA marketing. Be just going through the pitfalls. I've coached over 500 students throughout the last 8 years in this industry, and I basically just want to break down what I see, the mistakes they're making, what's holding them back, and why they're not seeing success in this industry. Let's just break down this video. It's one of those important videos you should watch, because if you can just avoid these mistakes that I'm about to outline, then you pretty much setting yourself up for a higher chance at success. So pay attention to this whole video, take notes, and just make sure you're not making any of these mistakes. All right, so first things first is the way they select offers, right? So the way most people select offers, they just go to a network. They probably pick out a niche or something. Like if they're one of my students, I give them some niches that convert well for me, have worked in the past for me, that I've tested personally, right? So they'll go within these niches in their CPA network, because every network is different. They have different type offers. What they'll do is they're not basically picking the offer by EPC. So what is EPC? EPC is earnings per click. You'll see it somewhere on your dashboard and they'll say EPC, and that'll be your average earnings per click, right? So if you sent 100 clicks and your average is 30 cents, that means on average, for every click that you're getting, you're earning about 30 cents, right? Not saying every time somebody clicks your links you're gonna earn 30 cents, or you're earning money just for people clicking links. No, you still need conversions. It's just the average amount of your clicks to earnings, right? What people are doing is when they're picking out the offer, they're not picking the offer by highest EPC, right? Of network EPC, right? So most CPA networks, a good one, will provide you with network EPCs. People are picking offers where the network EPC is like 5 cents or 6 cents. Now, unless you're getting penny traffic or traffic for like 1 cent, it's not going to make sense, right? So you have to think about it. In my case, I'm able to get dollar plus EPCs, and that's because I'm able to optimize really, really well. On those lower end offers, you may have to go for cheaper traffic and stuff like that. You just got to make sure the math works out, right? When it comes to EPC, is just one metric that you really don't want to ignore, because it's going to basically tell you if other affiliates are actually making money, right? So you don't want to just pick any offer you don't even know the network EPC on it and stuff like that. So if your network doesn't have a list, then just request it from your affiliate manager or something like that. But I wouldn't just test the offer blindly without knowing those numbers. And that's like the first mistake when it comes to just offers, period. The next mistake I see a lot of people make is with their testing, right? So they'll build one page, like one angle, one ad, and they'll call that a test, right? And they'll just run it and spend 100 to sometimes more. I've seen people spend $500 on one angle, one test, right? Just bizarre. But that's just a big mistake, right? You want to test your budget across multiple angles. You want to test your budget across multiple pages. If so, unless you just know it's a winner, like you just ripping from a total winner, right? You just like, nah, I know this converts. I know somebody personally making money from this page and everything's working. Like everything needs to start off as a test, right? You don't know what you don't know. So it's like, don't just spend all your budget on one ad and one page, right? That is a huge mistake. You want to be testing multiple pages out, at least two, right? What's converting the click more? What's getting people over to the land or over to the offer more, right? And that's just one of those important things, because a lot of people make that mistake, right? They're just building out a page, one ad, boom. Oh, I tested an offer, it didn't work. It's like, that's not really testing, right? You tested, but you didn't test effectively, right? Let's say another mistake I see people make, looking to make money day one, right? Day one is not about making money. I say the whole first week is really not even about making money, right? It's about making sure the angle is going to convert, right? Not really making money. It's finding your winning angles, finding which way you need to talk to your audience to get them to not only produce, higher click-through rates on your ads and stuff, but also go from that landing page to the actual offer, right? I feel like a lot of people make mistakes by just having higher expectations, like, oh, okay, I launched this campaign, where the money at? Like, money time. Like, it don't work like that. Like, just take money out the equation for the first week, and right now you're just looking to find something that's actually working, find an angle that's actually resonating with your audience. And that's why, launching multiple tests and building more than one page, more than one ad stuff is important, because it's going to speed track you to that profitable campaign, that profitable winning element of page and ad, like all coming together. If you're just somebody who like just has high expectations, like, oh, I want to make money like week one, like I don't want to like, you have to invest in this. And that's just the way the business model is set up. And I mean, it's just the way it is. Like you don't put your expectations to the side for just, you know, temporary time. Not saying don't expect to make money. I'm just saying like week one, like those days of just like launching something in day one, day two, boom, profit. Like those, you know, that's probably like the beginner Facebook ad days, like when it was way, way, way less competition and stuff like that. Now everybody's running ads. People have been seeing sponsored ads to death. So it's just like lower your expectations, right? Another mistake is speed to test, right? So a lot of people, they take a long time to test, right? For them to build out a page, get that one ad set up, I mean, it's taking weeks, right? Then they'll basically run it for like a day or two. Like what I see a lot of beginners do is they basically take a long time to basically build out the funnel. So to build out the landing page, to build out, you know, the ad and stuff like that, it's taking them weeks, right? It's not even something that's happening pretty fast. And when they come to just like running the ads and scaling and optimizing, they're not really spending that much time on that process, right? Of, you know, adding more tests, adding more ads, making out more pages, right? So they'll spend all this time up front just on the initial test because maybe they don't have that much experience. I know I talked on that in my last video about speed to test and things like that, and how the old way it does take people a little longer because of experience of being less tech savvy, stuff like that. Setup just takes them way longer than it should, and it's causing failure because a lot of people, they may spend 2 weeks putting up together a funnel and they run the traffic and it's not looking the way it should, and then boom, they're giving up just like that. And I've seen it happen countless times, right? Because you spent too much time on the front end when you should really, the ratio is like backwards. You should be spending more time like on the back end. You should already like finding an offer and building out the page should be like the fast part, right? It's really going to be like the ads and testing multiple angles and things like that. That's where you want to spend most of your time, and, you know, optimizing and getting to that scale phase. Like that's where you want to like really spend majority of your time, is in your actual, you know, ads manager or whatever traffic source you're using. That's where you want to spend majority of your time, not on building out all the tech stuff, right? Mistake number 5 basically kind of ties into that is, you know, they quit because, you know, they spend maybe $100, maybe like I've seen people spend $500+ and it's just it doesn't convert. You know, they say the offer doesn't work or something like that, but it's like, no, it's not that the offer didn't work. It's just you didn't test enough angles to know what's going to actually work for your actual audience, for that actual offer, right? You need to be hitting multiple angles, multiple tests, and it's ways to do that. Like I said, guys, I've been implementing new testing strategies where you can do that with a cheaper budget. Like you don't need to spend $500 on one angle to know that it doesn't work, right? You can figure that out in a pretty quick budget, right? So that's pretty much another mistake people have. Like, you know, they may their budget is not testing effectively, so that way when they quit after just a few $100 and just say, hey, this doesn't work, or they try to hurry up and switch offers or something like that. And the common thread basically to all this is just people don't have a complete system, right? They're just winging it. They're calling it a business. They don't have a system for how they're picking out their offers, testing these offers, setting up pages, things like that. They're just, you know, maybe watching a couple YouTube videos, setting up some stuff, and then just throwing budget and just hoping something sticks. But that's just not how it's going to work in 2026. You kind of need a systemized process for when it comes to picking out your offers, picking out, you know, creating your angles and stuff like that with your pages, your ads. Even when it comes to optimization process, things like that, your tracking, like you just need to make sure you know what metrics to look for, stuff. It's a system. Like that's a business. A business always needs to have like a systemized process, something that you can follow over and over again, so you can replicate your success, so you can, you know what I'm saying, actually see success damn it before even replicating, right? Because if you're just winging it, you probably won't even see success, especially if you make any of those mistakes that I just mentioned above, right? So these are the exact mistakes that I fix when I work with somebody. My accelerator is 4 weeks. We build campaigns together, my system, my way. I show you how basically to just build things the right way, right? If that's something that interests you, of course, the link is below. I just want to let you guys know that a lot of the ways people do CPA marketing is just like the wrong way. It's not a systemized process, and that's what's causing failure. So if you're somebody who want to work one-on-one with a super affiliate, learn the system that I implemented in my business to see success with offers faster, to test faster, test with lower budget, click the link below, because I'm going to basically work with you one-on-one for 4 weeks until you have something launched and scaled, right? So that's pretty much what I'm offering now. No more courses and things like that, because a lot of people don't take action on courses. That's another thing that I learned after coaching 500 students. Is just a lot of people just simply don't even watch the material. I'll go and I'll check and see how much they completed of the course, and it'll just be like, oh, 10% or 5%. Some people will just say 0%. They just buy and they never even like go through the videos. It's actually crazy. Like, you think after spending money on a course, you'll actually go through the information, but a lot of people, I don't have the patience to go through each video and then sit there and try to like set it up. I think people want to get straight to implementation. They want to get straight to the setup process. So that's what I'm offering, is straight to setup, getting everything set up right, and getting it launched. And then we can spend more time on the actual processes of testing effectively, optimizing effectively, stuff like that, right? So that's all I got for this video, guys. I hope you guys don't make any of these mistakes that I went over in this video. And if you don't, you should have a higher chance of success, all right? So I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.